We are pleased to be here virtually with great news for the job seekers and the workers in Ontario. By 2025, as many as 1 in 5 jobs in Ontario will be in the skilled trades. At the same time, over 700,000 workers are expected to retire by 2028. While we have a strong workforce from communities across the province and the world, we need to match this talent with the skills that are in demand. Our government made a promise to wind down the Ontario College of Trades and to create a system that works better for apprentices, tradespeople, and employers. Under the leadership of Premier Ford and Minister McNaughton, we are delivering on that promise. It is a big step forward in making opportunities more accessible to people across Ontario. It'll be easier to become a tradesperson, which opens up a fantastic career opportunities, jobs that pay well and give you a sense of accomplishment, and that help build our communities and our province. I like to echo what Premier Ford and Minister McNaughton often says. When you have a job in the skilled trades, you have a job for life. As the result of planning, consultation, and a lot of hard work by many stakeholders, we have an exciting announcement today. To share more about the importance of today's announcement, it is now my pleasure to turn things over to Patrick McManus, the chair of Ontario Skilled Trades Alliance. Thank you everyone for joining, and over to you, Patrick.
Thank you, and good morning, everyone. I'm Patrick McManus. I'm the chair of the Ontario Skilled Trades Alliance, and I'm here representing 37 organizations across the province that proudly employ over 100,000 skilled trades people. It's taken a long time to get here, and I think there's not a better way to start off this new year than with this new agency and a fresh new approach to building Ontario's skilled trade system. The launch of Skilled Trades Ontario ends a very troubled tenure of the Ontario College of Trades, which was a divisive bureaucracy that hiked licensing fees for workers. It fixated on regulatory enforcement, and it didn't respond to the needs of the industry, and made it much harder for skilled trades people to get into the trades and for employers to address their skills needs. Instead of helping people find a career or support employers, years were wasted on trying to fix OCOT's governance structure that was simply too flawed to fix. All the while, the retirement wave in the skilled trades was underway. Interest in the skilled trades waned, and the shortage of skilled workers became more and more dire. Now, there's an opportunity to truly make a difference, and we applaud this government for its investments in the trades and for bringing about overdue and much needed reforms. There is no question that Skilled Trades Ontario has a large job in front of it, but we're very optimistic that it is up to the challenge and that it's guided by the right people and the right focus. And that focus and mandate is to make the trades and apprenticeship system more modern, streamlined, and flexible, ensuring that it's a system that encourages employer participation and shows more high school graduates and job seekers why the trades are such a worthwhile career choice. We'd like to recognize and thank the Honorable Monte McNaughton, Minister of Labour, Training and Skills Development, for his leadership and for being such a strong and passionate advocate for the trades. The momentum he has helped to build around promoting careers in the trades and addressing the long-standing barriers to entry are quite unmistakable. And with that, I'd like to welcome Minister McNaughton.
Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much, Patrick, for your leadership and for that introduction. It really is a great day and great to be here with everyone today. Today, we're celebrating yet another major milestone in securing a brighter future for the skilled trades here in Ontario. For years, all of us have heard stories about the challenges that tradespeople and employers face with the previous government's Ontario College of Trades. Those days, I'm proud to say, are over. Our government promised to end OCOT, and we kept our promise. On December 31st, I proudly closed OCOT, and here today, all of us together can say OCOT is gone. There are 1.2 million people in Ontario working in the trades, and obviously they touch all aspects of our lives, from those who care for our children to those who build homes for our families, and for those who build subways, roads, bridges, broadband, natural gas, to those who manufacture and maintain cars, ships, and planes. Our trades put in an honest day's work, and they deserve an agency and a government that works for them. For over a decade, our tradespeople faced a system that, quite frankly, was as complex as the Tokyo subway map. There was a confusing ping pong between OCOT and the government. Simply put, OCOT was focused on paperwork instead of training. It's no wonder that the year after the Liberals established it, new apprentice registrations fell by 40%. And between 2014 and 2018, only half of apprentices completed their training every year. This ends today. It's my great pleasure to announce that our new agency, Skilled Trades Ontario, is now ready to serve tradespeople and employers across the province. They will address our critical labor shortage in the trades by developing marketing and advertising campaigns, building partnerships between industry and training providers, overseeing recruiters who will be reaching students in every school board by providing co-ops in the trades, and promoting diversity by tackling barriers. Our new agency will also deliver a customer service, one-stop shop approach that is long overdue. Skilled Trades Ontario will make the journey to becoming a tradesperson easier to start, easier to follow, and easier to complete. This includes new online services available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, which means you can register as an apprentice in days rather than 2 months under the old system. Our new agency will also be updating training to reflect industry needs and new technology. They will work with industry to match recruitment and training to employer needs. And there will be a clear separation of responsibilities between them and my ministry. While the agency focuses on delivering services, my ministry is now responsible for oversight and enforcement. That means over 500 experienced Ministry of Labor inspectors are now out there ensuring tradespeople have the right training and qualifications when completing a job. Together with our many partners in the trades, we have worked hard to reach this point. We're building on our government's record, one that includes a record $1.5 billion investment in trades training, as well as eliminating licensing fees for apprentices and cutting fees for licensed tradespeople in half. This new agency will continue our progress. We're now delivering the generational change that the skilled trades has needed for decades. I want to thank all of our partners for their contributions and support. And I wish Michael and Melissa and the entire board lots of success as they embark on this important work. We're working for workers and building back a stronger Ontario, one that puts our tradespeople and their families first. Thank you. It's now my pleasure to welcome the new chair of Skilled Trades Ontario, Michael Sherrard, to share more about the journey that got us here today. Michael, over to you.
Thank you, Minister. The passage of the Building Opportunities in the Skilled Trades Act and the creation of Skilled Trades Ontario marks an important step in the evolution of Ontario's skilled trades and apprenticeships. During the Skilled Trades panel consultation process, we heard from a wide range of stakeholders, people that were passionate about trades. We heard from apprentices, journey persons, employers, sponsors, training delivery agents, industry associations, and not-for-profits. I think it is fair to say the most consistent message we received is how confusing it was to navigate between the Ontario College of Trades and the Ministry of Labour, Training and Skills Development. Moving forward, our goal is to rectify this so that the lines of responsibility and the underlying processes are clear and streamlined for all stakeholders. Specifically, Skilled Trades Ontario will take over the apprenticeship program standards, trades promotion, and research into the trades, whereas the ministry will be charged with compliance and enforcement. In addition to the need to clarify and streamline, we heard from stakeholders 3 additional themes. Number 1, we heard about voice. Stakeholders want to participate and ensure their voices are heard and valued by those who design, develop, and implement the skilled trades and apprenticeship system. We are committed to continuing to listen to all those stakeholders' voices. Number 2, we heard about accountability. Stakeholders want to know that the system is open, transparent, and will be responsive to their concerns in a timely manner. Number 3, we heard about high standards. The prescription or deprescription and classification or reclassification of a trade is a significant step with the potential to impact the entire province. We will ensure any such step is undertaken thoughtfully on the basis of relevant research and in the public interest. Ultimately, our goal is to increase the number of tradespeople licensed in the province of Ontario with the highest standards possible. Finally, I would like to thank the many stakeholders from across the province who met with us to share their feedback, whether that be in virtual meetings or by way of written submissions. Your input was extremely valuable, contributed greatly to our deliberations and recommendations. We look forward to working with all of you to ensure the success of Ontario's apprenticeship and skilled trades system. It's now my pleasure to welcome our CEO and registrar, Melissa Young. Over to Melissa to share more on Skilled Trades Ontario and the early steps.
Thank you, Michael. Minister, as well as PA Anand and Patrick. It is my absolute pleasure to take on the role of registrar and CEO for this new agency, and there is much work to be done. However, before I go any further, I would be remiss if I did not mention the outstanding efforts of the staff during this transition. To each and every one of them, thank you for your dedication to the skilled trades in the province of Ontario. This is not simply the next chapter for trades in Ontario. This agency is a brand new book. There may be similarities in the storylines, however, the outcomes will be very different. As we build our leadership team and the board begins their work on corporate governance, our stakeholders will be first and foremost. As Michael mentioned, we heard from representatives from all sectors during the consultation process, and we listened. Now we plan to put that into action. Seamless processes that encourage greater participation in the trades and apprenticeship access across Ontario. Stakeholder engagement is critical to the success of the new agency. From promotion and marketing to standards development, right down to the new online portal, your input is vital. I look forward to meeting with workers, unions, and employers to discuss key priority areas and learn more about each of your specific sectors. And for you to learn more about me and our leadership team. I'm not a stranger to working in very similar capacities, having been involved with the skilled trades in various roles in various jurisdictions across the country over the past 25 years. This new opportunity will be one that I relish as we build a strong and viable apprenticeship system in Ontario. And with that, it is my pleasure to hand things back to Minister McNaughton. Thank you.
Fantastic. So we will open up to questions now. I see a few here. Just a reminder, if you have a question, to indicate by raising your hand. For any technical questions, we'll be happy to get you additional information afterwards. As a reminder, it is one question and one follow-up. And I see Charlie Pinkerton from iPolitics. Charlie, go ahead.
Yeah, hi, I think I am unmuted. So yeah, thank you for doing this, Minister. My question is about some of the staffing challenges in healthcare. So the province is deploying internationally trained nurses to long-term care facilities as PSWs, but it's been reported that the experience that these nurses working as PSWs in these long-term care settings aren't counting toward the experience they're required to become a licensed nurse in Ontario. As I understand it, the decision to count this experience for internationally trained nurses towards that which they would need to become licensed in Ontario would fall under the purview of the health minister. But I know you've told me before that you're looking for ways to recognize nurses trained abroad as licensed nurses in Ontario to chip away at the shortage in this field. So I'm wondering, do you personally feel as though foreign trained nurses working as PSWs or other unregulated care providers in long-term care homes at this time should have this experience count towards that which will help them become licensed nurses in Ontario? And will you commit to pushing the health minister on doing this?
Yeah, certainly. I think this is an important step that we need to lead Canada on. I mean, that's one of the reasons why in the Working for Workers Act that passed last fall, we are moving to recognize international credentials in the skilled trades, for example. I know the Minister of Health will have more details on the specific question that you asked, but I can tell you what we're doing from our ministry. We had 9,000 immigrants that we were recruiting last year in Ontario through the Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program. We prioritize healthcare workers and skilled trades workers. That's why I'm calling on the government to double the OINP for this year to 18,000. That'll go a long ways to filling labor shortages in the healthcare system, in long-term care homes, as well as in the skilled trades. Furthermore, the Canada-Ontario Immigration Agreement expires in November. I've had a number of conversations with the new federal minister, Sean Fraser. One of our asks, and I know the Premier's mentioned this to the Prime Minister a number of times, but we do want to have more autonomy and control over the economic immigrants that we select here. Again, I've said one of the greatest challenges we have as a province, it's a generational challenge, is the labor shortages, whether that's healthcare, in the skilled trades, or quite frankly, every other sector of the economy. But I think there's a real opportunity to recognize international credentials in the healthcare field, and it's something that I strongly believe we have to do.
Follow up?
So yeah, Minister, with all due respect, you didn't exactly address the exact question. You know, these are nurses that are again, this is a group of workers that it seems like you're keen on getting into Ontario's workforce based on what you just said and what you've said before. These are people who are going and working in very dangerous settings at the moment. And this experience isn't being recognized. So, you mentioned that the Minister of Health will have more to say on this. Can you share when she will, and will you personally, make it a mission to push her to have this long-term care experience recognized towards that, which would help these nurses be licensed in this province and, chip away at this problem?
Yeah, I'll certainly raise this with Minister Elliott. I know her ministry is working hard on this. And we'll have more to say in the time ahead.
Our next question is from Matthew Bingley at Global News. Go ahead, Matthew.
Hi, Minister. The number of mentions to the Ontario College of Trades seems to really indicate the amount of trouble and frustration. I'm wondering, will this agency be looked at as a bit more of a replacement but better version of it, or are you looking to just completely overhaul the system? I'm just, the amount of references to it is kind of hard to ignore.
Yeah, certainly. We're launching a new agency with new leadership and a new digital portal. This is to encourage young people out there to pick up a career in the skilled trades. As PA Anand said, 1 in 5 jobs in the next 5 years is going to be in the skilled trades. Also, we have 1 in 3 journey persons over the age of 55. I think of construction alone, we need 100,000 more skilled trades workers over the next several years. So we're launching a Skilled Trades Ontario, a brand new agency to replace OCOT. I mean, I think of when OCOT was launched in a 40% reduction in apprenticeship registrations. That's 17,000 fewer people in the skilled trades. I think of OCOT's failed apprenticeship registrations taking 60 days. This new agency is going to do it in a matter of days. So this is a brand new agency. It's going to bring the skilled trades into the 21st century. And we're going to tell everyone out there that a career in the skilled trades is meaningful, lucrative. In many cases, you can make 6 figures with pensions and benefits or start your own business. These are careers that people can be damn proud of.
Follow up?
Yeah, just with respect, that message has been one that you've obviously been putting out there a lot in recent months and even years. So I think it is fair to say that these are well known as being well-paid jobs. So I'm wondering, aside from trying to recruit people and speeding up the process online, how you think that overhauling it and having a different program online that is easier to sign up for will actually accomplish what you're looking to do. And I'm wondering what the benchmarks that you will be looking for as a success of this program will be, and the timeline in recruitment.
Well, certainly the mission is to fill the labor shortages in the skilled trades. But, Matthew, as much as we've been, championing people to get in the skilled trades, there still is a stigma around the trades. I mean, many parents out there, many educators continue to tell young people that the only way to be successful in life is to go to university. That's simply not the truth. I mean, I think of elevator mechanics on average making $108,000 per year. I don't think there's many young people out there that know there's more than 140 different trades to choose from. And what we're creating here with Skilled Trades Ontario is a nimble, a small government approach, a one-stop shop. If anyone wants to consider a career in the skilled trades, they can go to skilledtradesontario.ca or visit one of our 700 Employment Ontario centers out there. But this is going to be a game-changing for the trades and really to show that the skilled trades are a first career choice that should be considered by young people and their parents.
Seeing as there are no more questions, thank you very much, everyone.